now. I'm going to show you my secret weapon. I don't need to show it because I'm going to need to kill everybody. This book raised $23 million for Nicromed Guatemala in 6 months. A similar book like this sold a company in Colombia for $72 million. And what is this? This is a new way of thinking about investment. You need to know what you have. You need to know the geology. If you don't have the model, you are selling air. You are selling the smell of the steak, not the actual steak. This is a steak. Okay? So, how you do these things? You go into a new property, and instead of taking a plane to fly to the site, you go by car, and you stop all the time, and you look at the geology, and you try to understand the geology. And of course, it takes 6 hours instead of 15 minutes, but I guarantee you, you're going to get a lot of information. So you do that not one time, you do that many, many, many times. And you don't drive, you have a driver. You're a geologist, they don't pay you to drive. You are just looking at the window all the time, stopping and trying to understand the geology. This book specifically is for Guatemala. In Guatemala, I discovered 4,000 square kilometers of laterites. That is more laterites than in Cuba. Cuba has like 2,900 something, 4,000 square kilometers. How I did it? Just by looking through the window of the car. We got, so what is the next step? Now you understand the geology. You create a model that explains how the mineralization forms. And when you have that, then you go to conferences. And then you present your results. And let me tell you one thing. All the majors send scouts, send people to this conference precisely to search for these little gems. If better you go to a specialized conference, like for example, the story with this one was a nickel conference in Cuba, and I went there. And these laterites are very young, and so the title of the conference was Premature Laterites. Of course, we being Latin Americans, we understood the premature as, the other thing. But everybody was at that room. They loved the title. So I presented. After I presented, 2 guys came to me. One was BHP and the other one was Vale. Sorry, I didn't need to do anything else. So I told them, yes, come, we will do this field trip. So this book actually is a field trip. It starts with 3 days. Now this version is 5 days. So we just drive for 3 to 5 days through the whole area. I'm explaining the geology, but I also put the best restaurants. If there is an archaeological site in Guatemala, there are many. We will go and do a visit. I will show them that there were mammoths in Guatemala, and stuff like that. I remember, as it was yesterday, on the first trip, at the last day, we stopped at a restaurant called Panza Verde, which means green stomach. Guatemala was the place where the avocados were found, and they sent the avocados to California. There is actually a monument in the park. And when the Spanish saw the Indians eating avocado, they thought that they should have their stomach green, so that's called Panza Verde. But this is a restaurant that is managed by a world-renowned French cook. So you get things there like pâté foie gras, duc à l'orange. It was really good. And at the end of the meal, one of the mining analysts that were visiting, he said the toast and said, Ricardo, you may not know much at geology, but you really know all the good restaurants. Guys, every time we got a group of mining analysts coming down, taking the tour, I give everybody a booklet that the share of the company will jump 25, 30 cents every time. And the final result, when the guy from Bali came, they sent their #1 specialist in laterite. I'm showing all these things. I remind you, I didn't have a hole in the ground. This is pure grassroots. I was selling them the model. And again, they speak Portuguese, but Spanish, Portuguese, almost the same. As I say, Portuguese is Spanish with less vowels. So this guy goes into one of these outcrops, scratches it, takes the hammer, smells it, and looks at the other guy and says, this smells money. And I say, yes, I got them. And I got them. I mean, they put all the money. It was Scotia Capital that raised $23 million for this company. I mean, it was a success. So this is really the way to go for juniors, especially for geology. Understand your geological model. Make a good story. Don't sell only the steak, sell also the smell. Okay? And have a plan. You need to, every month or every 2 months, depending on how much money you have, invite mining analysts. Know who are the best guys in the industry. Because when they come back, they will write little reports. At that time, there was a mining analyst called George Redstone. The family is very good to remember, Redstone, laterite red. And he wrote an article, and after his